From infancy to adolescence, from prenatal care to safe motherhood, we discuss it all. Maternal health, vaccinations, infant nutrition, preventive care, mental, physical, and emotional wellness of both mother and baby. We talk about what truly matters here. Tune in to Sunny 88.7 FM and also on Sunny TV every Friday morning from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Also a repeat broadcast on Saturday morning from 9:30 as we bring to you the Cradle to Crayon Show. Join me and my team of doctors and health experts as we answer your questions, give you expert advice, clear all myths, and also share real solutions. Remember that informed parents raise healthy children, and healthy children build a stronger future. See you. On Sunny TV, check out our Facebook pages. We are live there. Join the discussion and let's have a good time. We say thank you to our sponsor, Back Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center. In the course of the show, open our phone lines. Now, as parents, we know that children naturally are very curious. Sometimes, out of their curiosity, we just wonder whether it is because of boredom or they just want to explore the environment. We get them inserting objects, foreign objects, into delicate parts of their body. So it's either the ear, their nose, or their throats. And when care is not taken, it can really raise very health complications. This morning we are joined by an ENT specialist from Cradle as we discuss foreign bodies in the ear, nose, and throat. We want to know the risk involved and the warning signs that parents should look out for. Usually happens in their absence, so warning signs that they should look out for. And then what they should not do when this happens, why they should immediately go to the hospital for their babies or the children to be attended to. But before then, we'll take a break as message from our sponsor, Time with Dr. Abna. She talks about cancer in children. We'll be back.
Think cancer is just for adults? Nope. Kids can get cancer too, you know. But the good news is that there is hope. Most childhood cancers are curable if caught and treated early. So watch out for these signs. A white spot on the dark part of the eye, or lumps or bumps anywhere in your kid's body, including the tummy. Or if the child gets sick frequently or turns suddenly pale, or if the kid is bruising or bleeding very easily, it could be a sign of cancer. If you notice any of these, don't wait. Get the kid checked out. Early detection saves lives. Share this to spread awareness.
Proudly brought to you by Back Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center. Now visit Back Specialist Hospital for all your fertility, maternal and general health concerns. Their services include IVF, IU and other fertility services. They do child health and pediatrics, women's health and gynae, obstetrics and maternity, internal medicine, general OPD care, inpatient care, surgical service, that's both general surgery and plastic surgery, and also theater service, and laboratory and ultrasound scan services, amongst others. Locate them right here in Accra. They are in Taifa, or call them on 0558 862 292 or 0592 196 003. Pastor Charlie's Hospital and Fertility Center, integrity and excellence in health care. Don't forget you are on Facebook. Check out our Sunny 88.7 FM Facebook channel. Also drop your questions and whatever it is. My guest is Dr. Kwabena Ejenim Boateng, ENT specialist from Cradle. Dr. Ejenim Boateng, good morning.
Good morning, Abigail.
It's great to have you here.
It's wonderful.
Our first time of having an ENT specialist here.
Interesting.
So I'm sure we're going to love our discussion today.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. And thanks for having me.
Yes. Thanks for making time to come with a short notice. When we say foreign bodies in the ENT, what are we looking at?
Okay, so when we talk about foreign bodies, what we mean are substances that are inappropriately situated in a particular body location. Yes, so that's what we mean.
Okay.
Our foreign bodies.
For any, okay.
Yes,
okay.
Any object at all that is inappropriately situated. Yes, in a particular location in the body. Yeah.
Okay. How often does it happen? Is it very common? Do you see them in children?
It's very, 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 very common. Every single day at the ENT departments, almost every single day, there is such a thing
There's an
reported.
incidence like
Yes, yes, yes. The ear, the nose, and the throat.
Sister was saying that, is it because they are bored, or what is it? What will make them do such things?
Okay, so children naturally like to explore all kinds of things. I mean, they are new to an environment. They've been born into a world that they've never been, and with things that are around, they like to explore the environment. They like to explore things. They learn by having to taste, having to put things in their mouth, having to smell them, having to hear them, etc. And fortunately, the ear, nose, and throat is abundant with holes and orifices, plenty of
Opening to
them.
the body.
Yes,
Yeah.
openings to the body,
Yeah.
plenty of them.
Yeah.
So they want to know how it feels like if I put this in my mouth. How does it feel like if I put it in my nose, and that kind of thing. Sometimes we tease the children that if a child, for instance, I've put something in a groundnut, piece of groundnut, for instance, in their nose. And we are wondering whether they think that the groundnut is going to grow and they can harvest it in the nose, etc.
What's
So
the
that's
dangerous foreign object you found?
This question is a bit difficult to answer in the sense that depending on the location, anatomical location the object finds itself, and then the nature of the object, something becomes very dangerous. So something like, say, a toy part, small toy part, looking at it, may not be so, does not look threatening until this toy part finds itself in the airway where the air is passing, finds itself in the larynx. The larynx is the voice box. If this small tiny object goes find itself in the larynx, the voice box, and for instance is trapped by the vocal cords, or it goes into the trachea, the windpipe, and say blocks the space over there, it's looking very harmless, but has become a lot of danger because of where it has found itself. We can also have something that naturally, as you look at it, looks dangerous. Like, say, as a pin.
Pin?
Yes. Oh, this is a very common thing. Yes, pin. The pins that we have, whether safety pins or the thumbtacks where we're using. Yes.
To stick the notes on the
yes.
board.
So a child may have this in their mouth, and then a brother or sister, a friend is coming at him or her, and they are laughing. And in the process of laughing, many times before you laugh, you would inhale air in, and then you continue. So whilst inhaling the air in, then suddenly this thing goes from the mouth into the airway, and trouble has come. So that is it. There are
a sharp edge as well.
Yes, a sharp edge, and now it is the sharp edge is in the airway or somewhere else. And so that is it. Something as simple as fish bone can lead to somebody's death, because the fish bone may be in the go into the esophagus, as in where food is supposed to pass. Now it is lodged over there, and maybe it's angulated in a certain way that makes it go deeper into the tissues, and foreign bodies migrate. That's what we call them. So that's what we say about them. They move.
Okay.
They move. So now it will be moving into the tissue. There are big vessels around the esophagus, the airway, very big vessels. And then as they migrate, they enter a big vessel. Suddenly you are going to bleed all your, you're going to exsanguinate. So all your blood is just going to come out like that. And instantly, something as simple as a fish bone would have killed you instantly. You may not have a chance at being helped, etc. So that's why it's a bit difficult to tell. Just that there are common things that we will need to be on the lookout for. That
before you come to, how about the ear as well?
The ear, yes. So in the ear also we can have things that can cause so much problems, like a battery, the tiny batteries, and batteries.
Which type of battery?
The flat ones, the button batteries, like people call them, or the disc batteries in our circles. That's how we describe them. The flat ones, the ones in watch batteries, in children's toys. This particular battery is a notorious one, and whether it finds itself in the ear, the nose, the throat, as in inside the esophagus where food is supposed to pass, and we're still in the airway where air is supposed to pass, wherever it finds itself, this battery causes significant damage and is such a danger wherever it finds
Can
itself.
corrode in there.
So what happens is that because of the charge, is the charges that is a problem. The charge, and then the fact that there are heavy metals in them and alkaline in them that leak. So it manages to cause problems using different mechanisms. So for instance, when it gets into a particular area, then the flesh over there between the surfaces makes it form a complete circuit, and then ends up discharging charges into the thing, and the charges will burn the tissue, and the burning the tissue also burns some of the vessels around there and other things. So they can end up, for instance, in the esophagus, it can end up perforating it, and it perforates it, and now food and saliva and things that are not supposed to go into the chest go into the chest, and it will cause a severe infection in the chest. Severe infection. That severe infection has mortality, as in the possibility of killing you, as much as 40%. Even now with modern medicine in the most advanced places, it's still so high, the mortality, the chance it will kill you. Just a simple disc battery that went into your esophagus. When it goes into the nose, because of the charges, and I mean with the esophagus, it's just one thing that I've said about it. There are many other things that it does aside the charges and causing perforation. Many other things, including leakage of mercury into the tissue.
The mercury,
which is toxic to the body. The alkaline that it leaks, that causes further burn. The fact that it will lodge at a particular place, and you know our esophagus has different. They have some places that have constrictions, like some narrowing at some places. So sometimes they go and lodge there and they can't go. So it remains there, and then the pressure alone over there causes the tissue there to die, etc. So just one thing.
Swallow. Food can't even
it
go
can
down.
pass.
Yeah.
It can pass.
Yeah.
Food is not going, and because food is not going, depending on the level too, your saliva too may not be going, and the saliva may spill over into your airway, cause a pneumonia. Just something
small like
as
that.
a battery that has gone to lodge over there. In the nose, because of the discharge of the charges as well, it will cause a burn over there, and then even after removal, then now the place starts scarring, and then the nasal cavity starts closing up. And so some of the children, you have to now do surgeries later on to open up the nose. When it comes to the ear, to the same thing. The charges that are discharging over there cause burns, and then the ear canal may narrow out even after removal, or it can perforate the eardrum, lead to infection in the middle ear, all kinds of things. So yes, so that is the reason why sometimes we emphasize a lot on the disc batteries and want parents to be aware that they are so close, they are around. Many of us have watches. Many of us buy toys for our children. So if you want to look out for which kind of battery is in a child's toy, and then whether the place where the battery is has screws so that your child will not have access to it. Exactly. And then whenever batteries are taken out, that you have to be on the lookout to ensure they are properly disposed of, etc. Because the children will want to explore with them. And once they get
bored and they want to explore.
They just want to explore. They want to explore. I remember when I was a child. I mean, children, children.
You had your fair share.
I had my own fair share. I remember when one of the days I looked into a battery with, a barrel full of water. And I realized that suddenly I could see my face inside the
mirror reflection.
Inside the water. So I thought maybe if I spit in it, I want to see whether my sputum will get into it or something. Then I spat into it, and some adults came to catch me. And then I'm telling you, I saw an extension board, and then there was this light. When you turn the switch on, the light that comes it was a red one, and then I saw the red light, and I felt that what will happen if I urinate on this thing?
Hey. Your scientist mechanisms were
down. I'm telling you. So children will be children. And so ours is to be on the lookout for them because you want to explore and do things. So that is it. These are even the simple ones I've told you. The ones that you don't think are harmless. And there are also ones that
you showed me a picture, was a padlock.
Yes.
Padlock.
Yes. So this child, for instance, was playing with a padlock in the mouth.
Hey.
And then out of, sometimes children like to, they do multiple things. So she has this one in the mouth, and then a friend or sister comes, and then she's playing with her child, and they forget that this is in the mouth.
Okay.
And then suddenly it goes beyond the level where they can retrieve it themselves, and it goes into the esophagus. So the padlock that I showed is something we retrieved from a child's throat in theater. Yes, because we didn't have
sometimes
an
the
option.
sad part is that we are not there when it happens.
Yes.
It happens in school,
Yes.
when we are out,
Yes.
and they are by themselves, and don't
Yes.
even tell you.
Yes.
So how do you know that this was actually happening for you to
Okay.
do what you have to do?
That's fine. So in the many of the foreign bodies, there's a particular one that actually has the song that you are singing, sort of. Foreign bodies that go into the airway, for instance, there is one that we typically will see that a child that is unattended to and suddenly develops a cough or choking episode, and then suddenly develops a cough with difficulty breathing or noisy breathing. That one tells you that this child may have inhaled something. So your child went to school in the morning, there was no cough. Now she's come back home and is coughing repeatedly. And then many times they may also have noisy breathing. Don't just disregard it.
Is it at night when they sleep, or even during the day?
During the day it can be, and then at night as well. But there is something that we say about these foreign bodies as well. So what can happen is that during the day, I mean, at the time that it happened, this child, if other people were there, realize that the child is suddenly coughing, but the cough can stop, and then by the time they get home whilst you are there might be nothing. Then at night they start coughing again because of the mechanism, especially when it is organic things like granules. Granite is also one of the things that I would want to emphasize. Yes, granules and children. Granules have caused a lot of problems, and the objects that are inhaled, as in the ones that go into the airway, a lot of them are granules and organic things like also corn, but particularly granules because we chew granules. I mean, many of us chew granules are things. If your child is not a certain age, mature to a certain age, arbitrarily, I mean, it's not really backed by particular data or anything, but arbitrarily, if a child is, for instance, no more than 5 years, I would not give that child granite to chew. Because there's a great tendency the child would inhale the granite. So granules, for instance, when they inhale it, initially there will be the choking episode, they will start becoming breathless and then be coughing with noisy breathing. But it goes into quiescence. Things settle down. There's no problem. Then at night or hours later, this child will suddenly start having difficulty breathing with noisy breathing, and then sometimes a cough. And you wonder what is happening. And sometimes,
give cough syrups and then
yes, you give cough syrup. That will even be the worst thing to do, because the way the difficulty in breathing worsens so rapidly, if you toy with cough mixtures and other things, anticipating that the next morning you do something about it, there might be an issue. And sometimes you may even go to a health facility, but those that are not familiar with this presentation may think that it's another disease like asthma, for instance, and initiate treatment for asthma and all kinds of things until it may be too late. So this one is for us to have, I mean, for us parents to have this at the back of our mind, so that in seeking healthcare to it may guide us, sort of. Many health facilities may be familiar with it, but there are many others too that are not familiar with presentation of, I mean, children having inhaled objects and other things. So that will guide that thing. But that is about it for the ones that are inhaled. When it comes to the ones that are ingested, one of the commonest things that...
Let's open our phone lines. Just 10 minutes to top of the hour.
That's fine. That's okay.
Number to call is 0540-130-684. 0540-130-684. You can also drop us a message on the same number or drop us a message on Facebook. Yes.
All right. That's fine. And then when it comes to the ones that are ingested, the child may self-report that they've ingested something. Yes. And then the child may also be drooling, unable to swallow his or her saliva and just be spitting it out. That's one of the things. Then the ones that are put in the nose, any child that is having discharge from one nasal cavity, especially offensive discharge from just one nasal cavity, don't assume it's a cold or a cough. Please, a cold or an upper respiratory tract infection, kindly go to the hospital.
Okay.
A unilateral, as in one nasal cavity, offensive nasal discharge, please go to the hospital. There is a great tendency that a child has inserted something in the nose. And then when it comes to the ones in the ear, the child once again may self-report, or they may be tagging their ears. Sometimes too, it's only when you go for a routine check that we realize that there is something in the ear. Yes, that's about it.
So I've heard instances where flies can enter.
Yes.
At that moment, what do you do?
So the best thing you can do for yourself, because these insects will be making noise or be walking, and then it's so uncomfortable, you can drop in something that should suffocate them, like olive oil. You drop it in the ear, it suffocates them, it kills them, so that at least you can have peace. Because I've had one such instance where a cockroach had entered somebody's ear.
Cockroach?
Yes, especially when we sleep on the floor and other things. You are sleeping on your mat, and yes, this insect is walking about at night. And it was terrible when the person came. Every movement of the cockroach is as if something is
Also
moving in
trying
the
to get
person's
out.
head. Yes.
Yeah.
So it was so terrible. But what you do is to suffocate the insect. And then once it dies, then you can have peace. And you can come to the hospital. In fact, when it happens, come to the hospital. Be on your way to the hospital. But you can put something in, at least by the time you come, you would have killed it and you have some comfort. And then we can take it out for you. Yeah.
I'm looking at what parents should not to do at the time that these things are put in.
That's also a very important one. Once you realize, once you suspect or you have seen, or your child has self-reported to you that have put something in the any of the orifices, the nose, the throat, mouth, etc. The throat, yes. Report to a health facility, and more specifically, go to an ENT, ear, nose, and throat facility or department in the bigger hospitals. Yes, go there straight away. Don't attempt to remove them, because something in the nose, for instance, that you attempt to remove can end up in the airway. The child can inhale it. Don't attempt to remove, because children will not cooperate with you. No child will sit down.
Some want to use a cotton bud
to remove. There's no way a child will cooperate with you when you are attempting to remove something from the ear. Yes, except maybe very older children, but the age group where this one happens a lot is the 0 to 5 age group, particularly 0 to 3. Yes, and in that age bracket, no. Why should you put something in my nose when I've not put anything in your nose?
But you put something in your nose in the first place.
Exactly. That's how come it's so not fair to the parents. But that is what it is. They will never cooperate with you and sit down quietly for you to do.
So as soon as possible, you are heading straight to
Please
the
come
hospital.
around and let us help you in getting it out.
Okay. So I have this question. It's saying my 5 years always likes to use a cotton bud to clean his ears. So I do it myself for him. But the cotton sometimes keeps coming out.
Okay.
Are these cotton buds really safe, Dorothy? Yes. Are they really safe? Sometimes you get the cotton coming out when you are doing it.
I get you. So the cotton buds are not safe. The message we have been trying to put out there constantly is that whether an adult or a child, don't be cleaning out the wax in your ear at home. The reasons are, I'm sure you are debating me as I'm talking right now in your head, but the reasons are a number of them. One is that the wax itself is protective. It keeps the ear acidic and helps in killing germs, etc. The second thing is that the body itself has been made such that it self-expels the wax. Just that there are some people that, for whatever reason, the mechanism may not be so effective, and so the wax accumulates. If it gets to the point where it is uncomfortable, accumulating is uncomfortable, there are ways we get it out. We soften it with various materials, including olive oil and some other things. And then we like to syringe it, as in wash the wax ourselves. Because you attempt to do that yourself, many times ends up in infections.
But sometimes
in the
the ears
ear.
They are itchy, so you want to scratch.
Okay.
So we find that sometimes you use matchstick.
Yes.
do it.
And many, as I mentioned, people use pentos, people use
Pen top,
feathers,
yes. Yes.
feathers too,
Our
because
mothers always have feathers and
I'm telling you, feathers. That's yes, and then we enjoy
But the
so
feathers
much and
are
other things. They are harmful.
Oh.
Harmful in the sense that, number one, once you attempt cleaning your ear, you disrupt the pH in the ear, and so infections can happen because of that. And especially our mothers, because of the mothers and fathers advancing age, diabetes and other diseases are common. A diabetic with an infection in the ear is a big problem, huge one, because the issues they will bring are so dire. So that is number one. The other thing too is that the feathers of the animal that you have taken, the bird, that bird does not bath in the morning or bath in the evening.
Sometimes they clean it with oil.
They use the oil to clean it.
Yeah.
If we were to clean it with oil, we don't know whether this oil has an antiseptic in it or otherwise. And this bird has not been bathing, so
it's not safe.
Obviously not. Yes. Okay. So things in the ear, no. As much as reports, let's see what we can help you with, because the itchy ear is caused by many things.
Oh, okay.
It's not just itch in the ear.
So like you just want to go in there
and then scratch. There are many things that cause itch, and some of them have to be attended to. Yes, because some of them can be harmful. Yeah.
Okay. For these foreign bodies,
yes,
the ENT,
yes,
can we prevent it?
Yes, prevention is possible with a lot of vigilance and awareness as we are creating. Every child, during a certain age group, 0 to 5, I would say, your environment is one that you should always be intentional about. Ensure that the environment that you have is a child, it's a child proof environment, sort of. Yes. Take all things that you think children can play with, give them. I don't take coins to my house.
We do all that.
Yes.
Just don't get where they pick these things from.
Okay, no problem. That's
toys.
I tell you, I understand you so much, and maybe that's where the element of grace comes in.
Yeah.
Because you can't.
That's the biggest factor.
Yes.
Because
yes, you can't be.
You can't do it all.
100%, certainly.
Yeah.
Yes, because another child in school may give your child the thing that you don't want your child to be exposed to. Exactly. Or another child may have plaited the hair, they put beads over there, and the bead that you are not keeping at home, they'll pick the beads and then insert in the ear. And that this also brings to our attention when we are making our children's hair, particularly our daughters. They are beautiful and other things, but let's be mindful what it is that we are using to decorate the hair. The ribbons that you are using, particularly the beads, the beaded ones, they pick the beads and put them in the nose, put them in their ears, swallow them, etc. So you would have to be, you may have to choose one that is large, that a child cannot put in their nose, etc., or cannot swallow, etc. So let's be mindful about that. And then mothers also, as you make your hair, the things that you use in decorating your hair, because some mothers may also put some beads and other things inside there. So you need to be mindful. Our bracelets, etc. Coins are things that we should be very mindful of. They swallow the coins. Coin is among the commonest foreign bodies removed. Coins.
I didn't come to. So when they are brought in, how do you remove these things?
Okay, so in removing them, fortunately, we found several ways of having to go around them, and some of the removal will be done at the clinic. Others are done in theater. So the ones that are done at the clinic, particularly the ones that are inserted in the nose and then the ears, many times we'll be able to remove them in the clinic without having to sedate your child or give anesthesia, etc. Yes, but even those ones, depending on how complicated they are, sometimes we need to take them to theater and then get a child to sleep and then do. In theater, many times, fortunately, we don't have to make cuts on either on the nose or in the neck, etc. Many times you don't have to, because we found ways to introduce we found ways to do them endoscopically, as we introduce some instruments through the mouth or through the nose, and we are able to pick them because they are well illuminated. Some of them have camera systems, etc., that allow us to be able to remove them safely. Yes.
Our time is up already. Your closing words for a parent who's, you can't encounter this. What do you advise them to do?
Parents, children are very curious. Let us ensure that we keep our environments child-proof as much as possible. The next thing is that once you see something like that happening to your child, the child has inserted anything, please come to the hospital straight away. And a battery in whichever part of your child's body is an emergency. Don't sit on it. Please come quickly, because your timely intervention would help a lot in dealing with complications that could happen without so. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We'd love to have you here again.
I
There
would
are
love
lots of
to
things
come
we want
as
to
well.
talk about.
That's fine.
We'd love
That's
to have you
fine.
back.
That's
Thank you
fine.
so much for coming.
Thank you so much
Yes.
also for having me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then thank you to our sponsor, Birth Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, to all those who listened and watched. Don't forget, same time tomorrow morning, 9:30, we'll repeat broadcast on Sunny TV. I want to say a very good morning to Mrs. Joanna Gipsy Agote. She are doing the listening, I say, with much love. Enjoy your day and have a lovely weekend. And to the guys here, to Eugene, to Bless, and to Nee, enjoy your day. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.
From infancy to adolescence, from prenatal care to safe motherhood, we discuss it all. Maternal health, vaccinations, infant nutrition, preventive care, mental, physical, and emotional wellness of both mother and baby. We talk about what truly matters here. Tune in to Sunny 88.7 FM and also on Sunny TV every Friday morning from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Also repeat broadcast on Saturday morning from 9:30 as we bring to you the Cradle to Crayon Show. Join me and my team of doctors and health experts as we answer your questions, give you expert advice, clear all myths, and also share real solutions. Remember that informed parents raise healthy children, and healthy children build a stronger future. See you.